Also, let's talk about Jack Smith here. He's a prosecutor who's leading the investigation into the former president. He was speaking to reporters. He called the January 6th riot an attack on American democracy, which was fed by lies. He was at that lectern talking about this earlier this week. He has a long history of prosecuting crimes ranging from terrorism to white-collar offenses. And for more on his background, who he is, we now turn to Nick with more. Hey, Nick.
Good morning, Marky. He has been called deranged Jack Smith by Mr. Trump and his supporters. He's gone after corrupt politicians and violent gang members. Now Jack Smith is investigating a former U.S. president and current presidential candidate. Jack Smith back in the national spotlight after a stint at the International Criminal Court in The Hague, investigating war crimes committed during the 1990s conflict in Kosovo. Now, Smith is leading two parallel criminal probes into former President Donald Trump.
My office will seek a speedy trial so that our evidence can be tested in court and judged by a jury of citizens. In the meantime, I must emphasize that the indictment is only an allegation and that the defendant must be presumed innocent until proven guilty.
His boss, Attorney General Merrick Garland, was effusive in his praise, calling the prosecutor impartial and determined.
I appointed Jack Smith, special counsel, to take on the ongoing investigation in order to underline the department's commitment to accountability and independence.
But critics of the special counsel say he's, quote, overzealous in his prosecutions, adding that quality has cost him some high-profile cases during his career. Back in 2010, Smith was asked to head up the Justice Department's Public Integrity Unit, a team tasked with prosecuting public officials accused of criminal misconduct. Some cases resulted in convictions, like former Arizona Congressman Rick Renzi, who served nearly 2 years in prison for extortion and money laundering before being pardoned by then-President Donald Trump. Other cases ended in mistrials or were overturned. Virginia Governor Bob McDonnell was initially convicted of receiving gifts in exchange for political favors, but that was later thrown out by the Supreme Court. The unit also failed to convict former Senator and vice presidential candidate John Edwards, accused of illegally using campaign cash to hide an affair with his mistress. That ended in a mistrial. Smith also oversaw the probe into former House Majority Leader Tom DeLay, accused of money laundering and conspiracy. But Smith ended up closing the investigation without bringing any charges. The Trump team using Jack Smith's legal record to attack the prosecutor on social media and most recently at a rally in Pennsylvania.
This deranged lunatic named Jack Smith, who's been overturned unanimously by the Supreme Court, he's tried to destroy many lives.
And while his detractors may want to focus on some of the missteps, Jack Smith has a reputation for winning some tough cases. He successfully prosecuted Charles Schwartz, a New York cop convicted of perjury in the brutal sexual assault of Haitian immigrant Abner Louima. Brooke, back to you.
All right, Nick. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.